This is a progress bar component made in Figma, and this is the same progress bar coded in HTML. As you can see, the layer structure in Figma is basically the same as the HTML code. It's production-ready code for developers, and with AI, you can make it interactive within seconds. The funny thing is, everything you know from Figma like auto layout, components, variables, and even slots actually comes from HTML, because HTML has been the design standard for decades. And in this video, I'll show you why designing directly in HTML is a game changer and far more powerful than any visual design tool. This is the standard code you will find in every HTML document, regardless of whether it's an application or a website page. I've highlighted 3 lines that are important for us. Leading the way, our progress bar component, which I prepared earlier. Later in this video, we'll enhance this component using AI and vibe coding. The page also loads 2 files, our global CSS with design tokens, which we'll go over shortly, and the JavaScript file for our component. We'll cover how to build a component like this with AI in the next video, so subscribe to watch it as soon as it drops. For now, I'll show you a few examples of structured vibe coding, and let's start with design tokens. As you can see, my design tokens file is pretty minimal. I only have 2 colors for the progress bar and 1 text color, but in a proper setup I'd have a full palette, and these colors would be part of it. Now, instead of building the full palette manually, I just asked Copilot to generate it with a simple prompt, and we wait briefly as the AI works its magic to generate the results. As you can see, Copilot generated 10 shades for each of the colors I requested. It also highlights the newly created lines as well as any lines that were removed. Now it's my turn to review the code and decide whether I want to keep the changes or roll them back if I'm not happy with the results. In this case, the code looks good, so I hit the keep button and the changes are applied to my project. Now let's talk about properties. We all know how much effort it takes to create and maintain variants in Figma, and even then, there are some limitations. In HTML, however, it's extremely simple. Let's take a look. Our HTML document looks like this. The progress bar looks nice, but it has a fixed value and can't be changed dynamically. Now we'll use Copilot again to make it fully dynamic, so it can handle any value we provide. We enter the following prompt to describe our needs as clearly as possible. Add a property to the progress bar component that defines the progress as a percentage. The blue bar and the label should update dynamically based on this property. Additionally, create 2 more instances of the progress bar component to demonstrate different progress values. And finally, add a line break element between each progress bar so that they appear on separate lines with a visible gap. Now let's apply the prompt in Copilot and wait a few seconds for the results. As requested, Copilot added a percentage property to our component and created 2 additional instances with different progress values. Before accepting the changes, we check the result in the browser. As you can see, we now have 3 progress bars, each showing a different progress. Since the results look good, let's go back to Visual Studio, accept the changes, and make a few manual adjustments to the code. Now let's talk about conditional styling. Our progress bar component is already doing a pretty good job. To make it even cooler, we'll have it change color based on the progress. When the progress is low, the color of the bar should be red. For high progress, it should change to green, and everything in between should remain blue. We call this conditional styling because the style changes automatically based on the value, and as you can probably tell, this isn't something you can implement with a standard Figma component. But in our case, a single prompt is all we need. Let's run it in Copilot, and while it's working, let's break it down. Our first step is to make the color respond to the value. Next, we establish the boundaries for each color. We also make sure that the change occurs automatically. And finally, we direct Copilot to update our progress bar instances so they reflect all three colors. The changes are now implemented, so let's check them out in the browser again. Alright, our progress bars now display different colors and everything is handled automatically. The logic works perfectly, so we accept the changes and give our Copilot a huge thumbs up. But wait a minute, where is all the logic and behavior stored? In web development, HTML defines the structure of a component, CSS defines its styling, and the JavaScript file handles its interactions and behavior. So all the logic we just prompted is handled in the component's JavaScript file. And no worries, if you're not a coder, you don't need to understand it. If it works, it works. But the great thing is that it's fully readable for your developers, who can also help implement the interactions. And look, our Copilot was smart enough to handle the color logic using our design tokens. Now let's wrap up with the main takeaways from this session. Vibe coding only works when you use AI step by step while staying in control of your components. And by working with HTML, you can move faster and be more precise than with visual design tools because you're building directly on the web standard. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this topic, so feel free to share your comments below. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay creative.